Hello YouTube family, you're welcome to my channel. Today I am making bell pepper and tomato sauce with some turkey. So I got this big guy out of the freezer yet last night and I let it thaw. And right now I'm just chopping it up into medium sizes. This usually takes a little bit of time. Just get yourself a sharp knife and that makes the job easier. I just went ahead and chop that all up into medium sizes. After which I give it a really nice wash. So now once I finished, I disinfected my surface with some vinegar, white vinegar, and I give my meat a really good wash. Now I know expert advice says not to wash your meat, just cook it. I know, but I just like washing the meat. I don't know why. It's just, habit, I guess. I rather wash my meat and disinfect the sink after. Okay, and then I placed my meat on the stove like so. And I added onions, added some onions and some bay leaves and black pepper. I just sprinkle, you guys. I like to eyeball stuff. I'm the queen of eyeballing, okay? And I added 2 tablespoons of garlic powder. At least I measured this one right. 2 tablespoons of garlic powder and 2 tablespoons of onion powder. You guys let me know if you eyeball stuff as well. All right? I mean, I cook for a family of 8 people. I can't be measuring stuff all the time, you guys. I just can't. Once you've done this for a while, you just kind of know, right? You just eyeball and boom. Basil, I went in with about 1 tablespoon of dry basil. My chicken broth mix, 1 tablespoon. Chicken powder, that stuff tastes so good. Salt, 1 tablespoon of salt. Chicken powder makes a whole lot of a difference in my recipes. And I just mix that up so the spices will get everywhere. You want every last piece of meat to get spiced up, right? Nobody left out, no piece of meat left out. All spiced up and tasting yummy. So I just give it a nice stir like that. Now, if the meat's been cooking for a while and it's already getting cooked through and soft, I wouldn't advise you do this, okay? Because what's going to end up happening is you're going to crumble the pieces of meat, right? So that's why I like doing this initially. I let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes and I went in and give it another stir. See how little the juice at the bottom is? That is because I did not add any water, you guys. I did not add any water. The water that this meat is cooking in is whatever water that came from when I washed it, okay? And its own juices. That's how it's cooking. I did not add any extra water. Do not add any extra water, please. Do not add any extra water unless your meat is really getting burned. Do not add any extra water because then what ends up happening is all those good spices you've put in there just end up swimming in a pool of water and the meat never gets to, it never gets to really stick. The spices don't get to stick to the meat. I'm going to cook this to the very end without adding any extra water. And when you taste a piece of it, oh, you can taste all those spices that we just added in. Now I let it simmer again while it's doing its thing. I prepped my bell peppers. I cut my bell peppers and took out all of the seeds. Now my tomatoes were frozen tomatoes in the freezer, and I got them out and just pour some hot water on them. That makes the peels just come off so easily, just like so. I had frozen tomatoes, but if you do have like fresh tomatoes ready to go, those are perfect as well. You just blend those and they'll be good to go. But I like frozen because then I can pour hot water in it and take the peels out. So proportion wise, I had more bell peppers than tomatoes. I prefer it that way because I just love more bell peppers. I love bell peppers more than I do tomatoes. So you can do either way. I had about 6 large tomatoes, but a bowl full of bell peppers. And I just blended them up. Now remember, my tomatoes are still frozen. So I'm going to toss them into the microwave so they thaw faster, because who's got time to wait for this thing to thaw, right? So just keep blending that up. And if you can use canned tomatoes as well, but please make sure it's canned whole tomatoes or canned diced tomatoes, okay? We want to avoid a situation where we're buying this highly processed foods, highly processed tomatoes. My mission on this channel is to eat whole foods, to eat healthy, you guys. And I'm hoping that you're going to join me on that journey. So now our turkey is ready. It's been cooking for about half an hour and it's ready. We don't want it to be too soft because we're going to fry it as well. So now I'm just going to fry it. Oh, the frying just seals the deal, okay? It makes all the flavors just stick perfectly and just bring the flavors to a different level altogether. You guys tell me in the comment section below, do you fry your turkey or how do you cook it? I would like to know. I would like to learn some new styles. Let me know. So I just kept frying that. I usually just fry mine until it's golden brown. I don't overdo it because then it gets really dry. I don't want to do that. So I usually just fry until it's like brown, but not too dry on the inside. And then I take it out. At this point, the house is smelling like, oh my goodness, smells so good. Every last person in the little corner, I'm telling you, this thing gets them out of there. And everyone comes running into the kitchen and like, oh my goodness. And can I have some turkey? Can I have some turkey? This is the whole house smells like it at this point. And if you were to open my door right now, you feel it just hits your face. So we're going to keep frying until, see, just like that, lightly brown. Not, you don't want it burnt or too dry, right? You see, want it to be juicy. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, guys, please do subscribe. I'm really on a mission to like share healthy meals, wholesome meals for large families. All right. So my tomatoes have thawed out and I'm just getting some of the water out of it. Now don't squeeze too hard because you don't want to lose some of the meat out of the tomatoes. So I just squeeze lightly and add it to my blender, and to the tomatoes, I add some onions. These are 3 small onions. I add that to the tomatoes and I'm going to blend them all together. and add it to our already blended bell peppers. All right. So you know how large families we struggle with eating healthy and staying on a budget, right? At least for us, for a long time, that was my dilemma. Okay. How do I feed 8 people? Well, 7 plus, including myself, 8. How do I feed 8 people healthy meals on a budget, right? Without breaking the bank. And that has always been my struggle. But with time, I figured it out, you guys. And that's why I'm sharing these on here. So if you want to know, you want to have, know when I post a video about a healthy meal for a large family, large quantities, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and like. That way you're the first to get notified once I post a video. And I will be posting videos every single day, okay? It's going to be either a short video for just a few seconds or a few video, but at least I'm going to be posting something every single day. For now, at least. So my pot, I went on the stove and I fried my onions for a little bit with some olive oil. I had that footage and it disappeared on me somehow. I'm so sorry. So I fried my onions and onions and some bay leaves for about 10 minutes. Then I went in with my bell peppers and the tomatoes. And to that, I added thyme. That's the powdered thyme. Two tablespoons of thyme, some black pepper. That's about a teaspoon. Garlic powder. My chicken broth mix. I did a tablespoon of that. And a tablespoon of salt. And I mixed it all together. Let them marry themselves just like that. Yeah, like I was saying, usually my experience online has been I would see videos of healthy meals, but the quantities are just not enough. Yeah, so that what I'm adding right now is the leftover turkey at the bottom of our pot. Remember how when we cooked the turkey? Yeah, so that's like the tiny little pieces that got broken off with the leftover spices at the bottom of the pot. So I just went in and scraped all of that and added it to our stew. That all those flavors, oh, that makes the stew smell so good. At this point, the aroma is just incredible. Okay, it's been simmering. If you look at it, you can tell it's shrunk, right? If you look at the sides of my pot, you can tell a lot of the juices have evaporated. Where the sauce was before, it has greatly gone down. So you want to cook it. At this point, I would say I've been cooking for about 20 minutes at this point. I've been stirring and stirring for about 20 minutes at this point, okay? So now I'm going to go in with my turkey. That's the turkey we just fried. So this is the last thing to do. And our food is ready. And I will have enough to feed my big family for at least 3 lunches or 3 dinners, right? This goes really well with some rice, with some potatoes, with some plantain for those who eat plantain. This goes really well with all those. And I'm going to add my turkey all together. Once I add my turkey, I won't let it sit in there for too long. because I don't want it to get soggy and lose all of that good flavor that it has, right? So once I add my turkey, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my stove. And our sauce is done. See how thick that is? It is ready, you guys, and it tastes good. So while that was cooking, I threw in some brown rice in the pressure cooker. Look at that. So dinner is ready. Some brown rice. Brown rice is really good. It has more fiber than the white. So we usually go with the brown. It's got more fiber. It's healthier for you. And it won't spike your blood sugar as much as the white rice will. And I added in some of my pre-made salad. If you want to know how I made this salad, I have a video on my channel on how to make this salad. I usually prep our salad once on a Sunday and it lasts the whole week for 8 people. And we literally ate this thing every single day. So if you want to see how I do that, please go check that video out. This plate is looking good. It's looking so good. The stew smells so good, and it tastes good too. If you've been around, we've watched up to this point, I just want to say thank you for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate you, and I'm hoping you come back for more. Now let's give it a taste test. Are you ready? Let's do it. The turkey is really tender. It's soft. It's not hot at all. It's really soft. It's very tender. It tastes amazing. It tastes really yummy. Just what I wanted. Now that's a plate full of goodness. Oh, that's yummy. I enjoyed it. So good. You have to give this a try, you guys. Me doing my little victory dance right there. Knowing that my family is going to be happy when they eat that. Thanks again for hanging out with me today, guys. See you on the next one. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my videos. That way you can be the first to be notified once I post a video. Love you guys so much and God bless you. Bye-bye.